because now we're true partners. That being the one model, you talked about this one thing that will continue to serve their families for generations to come. And maybe if you could just touch on that, because that got a bigger standing ovation than anything else.
Sure. So at the conference, we announced that we are going to make revenue share willable. So, we do not control our destiny to some extent. I mean, I God forbid, I could get killed tomorrow morning in a car accident, and I need to know that my family is secure, at least financially. So we see revenue share as an asset that agents build for themselves and their families, and we want that asset to be there and support their families if something catastrophic happens to the agent. So I was determined to make revenue share willable, and then and I'm giving you some sort of an inside information that happened just yesterday. I approached our lawyers and I said, this is the revenue share program, you know it. I want to make it willable. How can we do it? Because there are so many rules, regulations around payments in real estate. And the first reaction was, I don't know, a 20 pages document that they wrote with all of the quotes from real estate laws in different states saying you cannot pay revenue share to unlicensed individuals. So if you wanted the beneficiaries or heirs of an agent to actually earn rev share, they will need to get licensed. Now, if you lose a family member, the last thing on your mind is, I need to go and get licensed as an agent. Like, you don't care about it. So I wanted to eliminate this friction. I didn't want to, put such a high bar in order for the family to actually benefit from it. I wanted the family to benefit from it from day one, really at those extremely difficult moments when you actually lose your loved one. So I went back to the attorneys, I presented my case, we went back and forth. It took us a few months. Yesterday, I got the word from our attorneys that they agree with my position and they're comfortable with us paying revenue share to non-licensed individuals. For me, that was probably the highlight of at least this year, because I know what kind of difference it's going to make on so many families. So I feel like this is a huge achievement for all of us, but sometimes laws are made in place or put in place to deal with situations that are known, but they don't know what they don't know. And I think that we managed to explain to the attorneys what they actually don't know. And we feel comfortable, and we are going to announce it within a couple of days.
Oh, that's awesome. And to me, that alone probably just put a cap on all of this. But to kind of wrap it up and share just one small kind of piece of outlook from you. 2022 has been an insane year, probably the largest year of growth that REAL has had, and an awesome conference to top it all off with great prospect for 2023. There's also been fundamental changes in how you have and the team have thought about growing the business with acquisitions, with building a full stack of services and technology. In the next 12, 18 months, as you look ahead, what are the few things that come to mind that you're excited about from a focus perspective?
Well, first of all, the market is challenging, and I've been in the market in real estate since 2006, so I've seen at least one or two cycles. And I think that in the short term, the opportunity for us would be to help our agents weather this downturn, storm, whatever you want to call it, because I believe that if you're good at what you do, you're good regardless of the market conditions. I hate blaming failure on it's the market. No, I mean, professional soccer players can play well if it's raining, if it's sunny, if it's warm or cold. They don't care about the conditions. They're just good. So how can we make sure that our agents that are good and our agents are good do not give up because of the market? So for us, that's going to be a focus. Now, a bit longer term, I think that it's our responsibility as a brokerage to make sure that our agents have long-standing, successful businesses for many, many, many years to come. And that means that we need to look ahead at what consumers actually will want or need in 5 years and 10 years and 20 years, and try to build that type of service and technology that they will require for years to come. So we have to look beyond the next 18 months. And for me, that means creating a layer of experience on top of brokerage, title, mortgage, and insurance that will help our agents serve their clients in a much better way through an in-app end-to-end type of journey. And that's what we're building. And for me, that's probably a multi-year project that will take us into the future and will completely change real estate forever.
I love that so much, because I think there was some gold in what you shared. If people missed it, the average brokerage, wherever it may be, around the corner from us, or a collection of territories that don't talk to each other, wherever it may be, there is a focus on the agent, or at least a perceived focus on that. But I think what you shared, which I heard, was it is our responsibility as a brokerage not just to have this optical focus on the agent on day one, but is also our responsibility to help create a great consumer experience, because that further helps the agent do their jobs significantly better. And so it's not just saying, hey, here's a little split, go do whatever you want. It is, here's a little split, be a part of a great culture, but I'm also going to continue to innovate in how I create a better consumer experience overall. So if we can't combine both the consumer experience and taking responsibility for that, and also continuing to help our agents have great skills and a great platform, only when you marry those two things does this become a really powerful thing.
Sure, and it's coming from the same place. If you truly care about agents, you care about agents today, which means you build an amazing platform for them, you give them the best possible tools, the best possible business arrangement, splits, caps, and all of that. But that's not enough. If you truly care about agents, you have to care about their futures as well. And this is what we're trying to do. Now, let me ask you the same question. What do you see as the biggest opportunity in real estate at the moment?
Specifically from the agent perspective, you talked about the market, and I think that a lot of agents are concerned about how this abrupt shift in the market has affected them. In fact, I will tell you that as I articulated, I've been thinking, we went from a momentum-based market where things were moving so fast, where it was hard to even navigate how fast they were moving, to what I like to call right now a skills-based market. A skills-based market that is going to actually stay this way for a while, because the market dynamics are changing, the optionality for what consumers need are changing. And right now, more than any other time, a skillful agent will outperform a mediocre average agent 10 to 1, just because they're able to advise the client better. So of all of the things, I think that the biggest opportunity for agents right now, and even for us as the brokerage, is to take responsibility for helping support and make a more skilled agent. Because when they do that, they actually perform the duties of their fiduciary responsibility of taking care of their clients well. Because we have there are stats about 200 to 300,000 agents probably leaving the industry in the next 12 months, and that is because of a straight up skill issue. And I actually think that if we, the brokerage, take responsibility for installing, supporting, and helping with develop that skill, we put a much better trusted advisor on the streets.
And I love that. And I meant to ask you, because I've seen you in action, I've seen you talk to agents, I've seen you teach, and I've been asking to ask you, what are you about helping agents build here at REAL? And I guess you kind of answered that now. Is there anything else that you're excited about when it comes to our agents?
Yeah, I think the idea of just redefining what it means to be an agent in today's market. I think that the real estate industry has been given a bad rap for it just being a sales and marketing type profession. If you're a good salesperson, if you can just market a home, then it works. And I would love for us to I want us to take responsibility to say, you know what, how can we take this from it being, hey, a sales and marketing job, and if the market is great, we do well, otherwise we don't, to how can we make this a career, a real career for the agents? Because a career involves a lot of things. A career involves longevity. A career involves being plugged into something that is bigger than yourself. A career involves, as you said, a financial arrangement, knowing that what we work on today is actually not just worth today, but is worth more tomorrow, because we're helping build something better. And that's why great employees go to a Google or a YouTube or all these other fast track companies doing what they do, because they see a career. And very rarely is real estate seen as a career. So as soon as you can install a career-based mindset, now you open up the safety nets for an agent to say, you know what, I can actually spend a few minutes learning the skill. I can actually invest in my business. I can actually take care of my clients over the 7 to 10 years, because I may not get a referral in the next 7 to 10 years because I'm still here from a career perspective. So providing a platform of possibilities for an agent to build a career-based mindset is probably the thing that motivates me the most.
Love it. Let me ask you a question that maybe you were not prepared for. You could do anything you want. I mean, you have all the doors open. Every company in the field, in real estate in general, would be fortunate to have somebody like you in the executive team. Why REAL?
Thank you. I feel, I was talking to my wife about this decision, and I think I shared it with you. I feel that I could not have answered that question without some reflection, and I feel so much gratitude to answer that question. And the reason is that it was not about money. It was not about the market-based opportunity. It was not about some tweak and model that someone else didn't build that we can capitalize on the hot trend. And Tamir, it truly felt like a calling for me, a calling where I felt like I have been doing everything in my life to get ready for this moment. I had a chance to, my parents, which is, my parents sold every single thing that they had to send me to the US to have a better life. I was in the technology world for a reason, but I didn't know what would happen after. I was on Wall Street for a reason, but I didn't know what would happen after. We built a real estate company, grew it 10x in 5 years, sold it to Douglas Elliman, and I didn't know what would happen after. But in retrospect, looking back at, why I was been gifted the technology experience, why I was gifted time on Wall Street, why I was gifted the real estate experience. If you combine those three things and just my calling and love to just share and serve, it feels like that was all those moments were built to be here, because this feels like what I was building all of it for. So I feel more called than anything else, because even our negotiations were not anything, because I told you that I just feel called to be here. And so that is my motivation. That's my gratitude to be here, because I feel like I've been working all my life to get to this moment.
Mic drop.
I think we'll give everybody their time back. Ladies and gentlemen, so thank you so much for being with us. I'm Tamir. Oh, I got this. I had to wear that for our team, because they want to make sure I had some real apparel on. I want to start and end with exactly what I started and end with. Home sweet home. I am so glad to be home. I'm so glad that we get to help clients around North America find their homes and sell their homes and transition to their homes. But most importantly, if you are in the real estate industry and you are looking for a new home, it doesn't matter whether it's with us or somewhere else, if Tamir or I can be helpful, this is the open invitation. This is an open invitation to support you. This is an open invitation to consult with you. This is the open invitation for us to share with you what we have learned, whether it's at REAL or anywhere else. We hope that we can be the path, the gateway, the advisors for you to build a great legacy for your family. So thank you so much for being with us. And Tamir, I'm so excited.
Thank you, everyone. And Sharran, we're grateful to have you here at home with us.